Attention, Star Cadets! Stand by for action! Captain Paxar says prepare to travel time and soar through space while facing the worst villains of the past and the future. Stand by for Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
Greetings, Star Cadets! I, Captain Paxar, am speaking to you from the secret headquarters of the Interdimensional Peace Force. Today's mission is as follows. Flash Gordon must face the wrath of Queen Tridentia, who, using a faster-than-light rocket ship, has traveled back in time to conquer the universe. Stand by for action as Flash Gordon faces the lure of light.
An immensity so vast that the thought of its distance is beyond the concept of the average human being. A sprawling sea of space, bewildering, enchanting, frightening. This is the story of a man who, as none before him, probed its mystery, challenged its emptiness, and found a great secret. And the story of this woman who, angry with fate, hungered for the secret and the power it would give to her.
Yes, Commissioner Herrick?
Put me through to President Jennings. A priority call.
I'll tell the secretary and call you back.
They must be crazy.
Did you say something, sir?
Say something? I'm going to say something, all right. How could President Jennings okay a thing like that? Will you tell me?
I'll be happy to try, sir. That is, if you'll tell me what it's all about.
I'll tell you. It's about an invitation, Elm. An invitation to the next galaxy war. Herrick here.
Hold on, Commissioner. President Jennings on the line in a moment.
President Jennings speaking. You wanted me, Commissioner Herrick?
Yes. Excellency, I've just received your order to return Queen Tridentia to the planet Diana.
I signed the Galaxy Council's approval of a request this morning. What about it?
But, sir, this is an invitation to war. She's power mad. She's sworn 100 times since we imprisoned her that she'd get out. And when she does...
It's the Galaxy Council's opinion that her threats are empty ones. The 10 years of war have reduced her resources to nothing.
Surely you don't believe that, sir.
I'm afraid I do, Herrick. I wouldn't have put my signature to the paper.
Very well, sir. Then I must respect your judgment and withdraw my objections.
I want the Skyflash fueled and ready to transport her.
The Skyflash? But, sir, I'm sending Flash Gordon out on an important reconnaissance assignment even to finish her galaxy.
Sorry, that'll have to wait. She requested the Skyflash to transport her, and the Council saw no reason to object.
Very well, sir. The Skyflash will be ready as ordered.
Now, Dr. Zarkov, by remote control, I activate my thermotron.
Amazing, Dr. Weatherby. Absolutely amazing.
And now I'll deaccelerate.
Dr. Weatherby, I don't know what to say. It's fantastic. Flash, what do you think?
You build it, now fly it.
But, Flash, nobody knows what will happen when a ship goes fast enough to break the light barrier.
Nobody knew what would happen when a ship broke through the sound barrier either. Everybody said it would disintegrate in the air. It was sure death. Look what happened.
It's commonplace today is routing out for a Sunday picnic.
I'm afraid there's a difference, Flash. We'll have to make a great many tests.
What do you think, Professor Weatherby? You know more about this than any man alive. Can a human being survive at a speed faster than light?
Well, Flash, I can give you a theory. Opinion, not facts, you understand?
Sure.
Under normal conditions, I think there'll be no doubt but that no human being could survive the speed.
But a ship could be constructed strong enough to withstand the shock of passing through the light barrier.
Certainly.
I'm not so sure.
I think our present-day spaceships would be able to carry human beings past the light barrier, provided what? Provided the interior of the ship was vacuumized of time. What? Why not, Dr. Zarkov? We can create an air vacuum, a sound vacuum. Why not a time vacuum?
Impossible.
I do not admit the existence of the word impossible, Dr. Zarkov, because I have already drawn up the specifications for an apparatus that will do precisely that, create a time vacuum.
Could you build it into the sky flash and fit it out with your thermotron?
Of course.
Dr. Zarkov, you've got to let him do it. I can't make a unilateral decision on any matter like that, Flash. Permission will have to come from the Ministry of Research. Professor Weatherby, you get the okay from the Ministry.
I'll certainly try. But in the meantime, Dr. Zarkov, I have a favor to ask of you.
Yes, Doctor?
Dale Arden was the best ethodynamic student I ever had. I'll need her assistance for some preliminary study.
Sometimes I wish you weren't such a brilliant assistant, Dale. I'd have you around more working for me.
Now, Doctor, I think you cook up these loanouts just to get me on the way.
Then everything's set, Professor Weatherby. You get the sky flash ready, and I'll fly it faster than the speed of light. But, Commissioner, I was just going to ask you to relieve me of my reconnaissance assignment to the Furniture Galaxy.
Sorry, Flash. This assignment comes right from the Galaxy Council. I don't have to tell you the importance of such an order.
More important than traveling faster than the speed of light?
Traveling faster than the speed of...
This isn't a dream anymore, Commissioner. Dale's going to work on a project with Professor Weatherby.
That's a project that's ridiculous. We won't discuss it further.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Gordon, are you taking me or are you not?
What's an order, Your Highness? Of course I'm taking you.
It's a pity that I won't be in the refitted Sky Flash. It would be most interesting to travel faster than the speed of light.
Wouldn't it? But of course it's just a dream.
Most interesting. Especially if the Lorentz-Fitzgerald contraction theory is true.
What's that, Your Highness?
In its simplest terms, upon exceeding light speeds, all is reversed. Possibly even time. Shall we go, Mr. Gordon?
I'll be back in 2 days. We can talk then.
Yeah, if we haven't talked too much already.
It is several months later. Queen Tridentia, safely delivered to her planet Diana, has been forgotten, and plans on the faster-than-light project, finally approved by the Minister of Research, are moving rapidly.
Okay, Professor Weatherby. I'll drop in tomorrow for the changeover test. Good night. Come on, Dale. Let's drop by Dr. Zarkov's office for a minute before we go to dinner.
Yes?
Eric here. Get me Dr. Weatherby.
Yes, Commissioner. Dr. Weatherby speaking.
Herrick here. Doctor, could you come over here for a moment?
Certainly, Commissioner. Be there in 3 minutes.
All right.
Come on, Dale. Relax. I've never seen you act this way before.
I know you think I'm so impressed. Well, I can't help it. This whole project gives me the creeps.
What can happen? Look, I'll tell you. I'm going to be the first man to fly faster than the speed of light. Faster than 186,000 miles per second.
But why, Flash?
Why do people climb mountains? Swim the channels? The challenge, I guess.
186,000 miles per second.
Sounds tremendous, doesn't it?
Sounds ridiculous. Well, when I sat down to figure it out mathematically, it was so fast that, well, you'll meet yourself coming from wherever you're going. Oh, sure, it sounds funny, but, well, I can't help it, Flash. Quite seriously, I'm sick about the project, and I wish you'd give it up.
You are serious. I'm sorry, Dale.
Would you forgive me if I skip dinner with you tonight? I'm really tired.
Okay.
Dr. Zykoff, be out in a minute, Flash. I'm in the dark room. Okay, I want to make a... Dale! Well, I suppose I ought to congratulate you, Professor. Now that the Ministry of Research has given you a go-ahead on your project to expel the Cimatron into Sky Flash, you don't approve? You know, Flash Gordon is my right hand. I can't even imagine trying to operate this division without it.
What makes you think you will have to?
No one can survive such a speed.
That remains to be proven.
Professor Weatherby, I have a great deal of respect for you. I think your accomplishments have been extraordinary. If you tell me that Flash will be perfectly safe, I'll feel 1,000,000% better.
No guarantees.
You see? And that's why I'll have to stop him.
You can't. No one can. That's the way Flash Gordon is built, Commissioner. Presented with a challenge, and he'll never retreat.
Eric here.
Zarkov, get to my lab at once.
What's happened?
Flash has been attacked.
Flash, is he?
He's all right, but Commissioner,
What?
Dale has been kidnapped. She's disappeared.
I'm coming right over.
We've got a message from our agent on Earth, Your Majesty. To Her Gracious Majesty, Queen Tridentia of Diana. Mission accomplished. Hail to her glorious Queen, signed Malaysia. Soon all of time will be mine.
I didn't even get a glimpse of the attackers. They were hooded. I was out like a light before I knew what hit me.
Wait, one of them boarded?
Yeah.
It's our only clue, then. I'll have our criminal investigation division go to work on it.
They've got to work fast.
I know.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
What is the activating force of Professor Weatherby's thermatron? What is it? Speak! Speak! You will speak. Have you ever tried living without oxygen? We have a cell where it is slowly drawn from the atmosphere. You will speak.
What's taking them so long? No, Flash. It's been almost 60 hours since Dale disappeared. The lab men are doing their best, Flash. Yeah, Have you found anything?
I think so. I did a spectrograph on the textile used at the Cape. Checked it against the fires. The only source of the wool woven into the Cape is the planet Diana.
Diana. I knew it. I knew that Capt Tridentia would start trouble.
But Dale? What in the name of the universe would you want with Dale?
I can tell you, Doctor. She's after the secret of flight, faster than the speed of light.
Impossible. How could you know we had such a project? It's been top secret. And how could she know that Dale...
I told her. If anything happens to Dale, I'm responsible.
Self-recrimination isn't going to save her. No. Two things must be done. First, try to figure out what Tridentia wants with a faster than light secret, so we can take steps to stop her. And second, simultaneously save Dale. The answer to the first is fantastic. If Tridentia can move faster than the speed of light, she has a good chance of moving back through time. And if she's able to move back through time, she can go back. Go back to the intergalactic war. She can go back to that morning when she made that one grave tactical error that defeated her.
She can correct it. She, today, this minute, will be the supreme ruler of our galaxy.
Dale knows the formulas and the activating force of thermatron. Tridentia will torture her relentlessly until she learns it.
The secret formula, Dale Arden. The secret of thermatron. There's very little oxygen left in your cell. Hardly enough to sustain your life. Speak, Dale Arden, before it's all gone. Speak, or die.
My installation work is complete, Flash. I still have a little more adjusting to do on the remote control apparatus at the lab.
Why can't we use the thermatron without remote control?
Impossible. Once you break through the light barrier, you will be flying blind. The light rays won't be able to catch up to you. Your flight has to be controlled by an operator who can trace your movements on a radar plate. It's the only way.
I was hoping we could use the thermatron, possibly catch up with the spaceship used by the kidnappers.
I'm afraid not.
Well, we'll have to go without it.
Good luck, Flash.
Thanks. Thank you, Doctor.
Use the superjets, Flash.
Superjets? Back to the horse and buggy. Coming in for a landing.
What kind of a reception do you think Tridentia will give it?
Well, in the first place, she doesn't know we're coming. In the second, she wouldn't dare try anything with us.
A desperate woman will try anything, Flash.
This woman has a man's mind. It weighs and balances. She knows that if anything happens to Dale, or to us, the GBI would destroy her once and for all.
She'd take more imprisonment. Always sure that she'll get out and that next time she'll succeed. A typical criminal mind.
You fool! Fool! You could have had power, a whole world at command, to bend to your will.
There you are, Tridentia. What have you done to Dale? Dale, wake up. Please wake up, please. Tridentia, I warn you, don't touch her. Leave her here just the way she is. If you disobey this order, Tridentia, I'll hunt you down to the end of the universe to avenge Dale. Let's go, Doctor. Dr. Zarkov, what happens when you travel faster than light?
That's a question.
I'm serious.
Well, according to the Lorentz-Fitzgerald contraction theory, at the moment when you exceed the speed of light, you turn inside out. Everything is reversed.
Everything.
As I understand it, that's the theory.
Even time?
Time?
That's what I ask.
Well, if you consider that time is finite, as many scientists do, yes, according to the theory, time would reverse.
Sky Flash calling GBI headquarters. Gordon calling GBI headquarters on Earth. Sky Flash calling GBI.
Go ahead, Skyflash.
Connect me with Commissioner Herrick.
Yes, sir.
Herrick here.
Skyflash calling, sir.
I'll take it.
Very clear.
Commissioner, has Professor Weatherby finished his work on the remote control apparatus?
Well, let's forget that. What about Dale?
Put Weatherby on.
But Flash.
I said put Weatherby on.
Weatherby here?
How soon can you get the thermotron working?
Why,
Well, how soon?
Actually, it's ready now. But there's still some double checking that should be done. I'm not absolutely sure of the calibration on the remote control panel.
Forget it. Time check. Coming up to 11:29. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check!
Okay. Let's go in exactly straight up.
But
Stop arguing. Is there any last-minute instructions we have to have?
Note the small clock next to the large one on your panel. When you break through the light barrier, the hands will reverse.
Can we contact you by communicator?
You can contact us, but we can't contact you. You'll be traveling too fast for radio beams to reach you.
Okay. Wait for our signal. When you get it, deaccelerate our speed. When you get it. Not before, do you understand?
Yes?
Okay. Straight up. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
There's the light barrier. They're past. They're past the barrier. They're flying faster than the speed of light.
You understand, don't you? If time reverses, we can reach Diana in time to save Dale. How long had you get when we got there? Not more than a few minutes. Skyflash calling Zarkov's lab. Gordon calling Professor Weatherby at Zarkov's lab. Deaccelerate.
Safe. They're safe. My goodness. Here's the Skyflash. Here's the Skyflash.
Flash, what about Dale?
No time now. Explain when we get back. Cutting off. Set the course for Diana.
Tridentia's torture chamber is just around the next corner. Do you think it'll work, Doctor? Are we really back in time? We'll know when we see if Dale is still alive. Let's see. I understand.
Dale.
Ladies, after you.
Star Cadets, the first phase of our mission was a rousing success. Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment.
Welcome back, Star Cadets. I, Captain Paxar, will now brief you on the second phase of our mission. Our intrepid explorer in time and space, Captain Zero, fights to maintain history as he helps bring to light a traitorous plot against the early United States. Stand by for action as Captain Zero meets Benedict Arnold.
Captain Zero, research explorer in time and space. Somewhere in a remote, uncharted region of the planet called Earth stands the laboratory of Captain Zero. In this secret location, known only to a few in the outside world, Captain Zero and his associates experiment in time and space to learn from the past, to plan for the future.
Contact has been established. We now transmit you direct to the laboratory of Captain Zero. Please stand by.
Micro.
Yes, Captain.
Level the power and stand by.
Right.
Captain, I heard the time machine operating. What's going on?
I've just projected back to the year 1780 in the American Revolution.
What's happening?
You see that ship?
Yes?
That ship is a British gunboat Vulture. It just sneaked up the Hudson River and dropped anchor below the American Fort Montgomery.
Golly. Why doesn't the fort fire on it?
It can't be seen in the darkness. Besides, it's flying a white flag of truce.
But why is it there?
Stand by to refocus. If our settings are correct, you're going to see one of the most treacherous plots in American history.
Man.
Bring up the plate current. Increase the target voltage. Looks like the captain's cabin, all right.
But no one's there.
Wait a minute. Look.
Who's he? What's he watching for?
Just relax, Jet. You'll find out.
Sorry, Major Andre, no sign of anyone as yet.
What's the matter with him? This is the agreed location, is it not?
Yes, Major. This is the exact spot designated in your secret correspondence with the American general. And if I might say so, sir, a more dangerous meeting place could not be devised. For us, that is. Do you realize that we're anchored directly below the American Fort Montgomery, whose every gun is trained on that river?
You need not fear the guns, Captain Sutherland. So far as anyone knows, we're here under a flag of truce. on special business concerning the confiscated property of a fellow Englishman, Colonel Robertson. The American fort will not fire on a flag of truce.
No, Major Andre. Unless someone discovers the real reason why we are here.
Captain, will you please not address me as Major Andre? Until this affair is concluded, I am John Anderson.
I'm sorry, Major. Mr. Anderson.
What in the world could have happened? Are you sure no message of any kind has come through?
Positive, Major. There's been no boat of any kind on the river. And I might add, the longer the delay, the better the chances for a slip-up.
I know, but there's too much at stake to turn back now. We have no choice but to wait. I only hope nothing has gone wrong.
So do I, Major Andre.
Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. But the vulture had best not be discovered here at dawn.
And still no word. This venture could cost me my life if the plot is discovered.
Jet.
Yes, sir?
Stand by to refocus to the house of Joshua Smith.
Where's that?
On the north shore of the Hudson, opposite the fort. I'll handle it. You bring up the plate current and stand by to realign the target setting.
But, Captain, who is Major Andre waiting to hear from?
You'll find out in a minute, Jet.
Is that the man?
No, that's Joshua Smith, a British sympathizer.
The vulture is still in the river, General, but dawn will break soon.
I know. And the fate of the American colonies is in my hands.
There he is, Jet. The great American patriot and traitor, General Benedict Arnold.
Benedict Arnold? The man who betrayed his country?
Saved her first, then betrayed her.
Man.
But what exactly do you mean, sir?
No time for reflection now. Are the boatmen ready?
Ready, but reluctant, sir. Rowing out to a British gunboat in the dead of night is not to their liking.
Give them 50 pounds of flour apiece when they return. That should ease their reluctance.
Yes, sir.
Now, you will row out to the vulture. Deliver this letter to Captain Sutherland or Colonel Robertson. You will meet a Mr. John Anderson, whom you will row ashore. However, you will not come ashore here. I'll meet you at Long Cove, just below Stony Point, with an extra horse to bring you back.
But what if something should go wrong?
Nothing can go wrong. All arrangements have been made.
But what's this all about, sir? Surely a matter concerning confiscated property does not require such secrecy.
It's better that you don't know the details, Smith. Content yourself with the fact that you're doing an important government service.
Yes, but for what side?
Don't be impertinent. Now, on your way. And remember, your services will be well rewarded.
Yes, sir.
Make all possible haste.
Yes, sir.
This ungrateful country will soon wish that it had treated me with more respect. That faction-ridden Continental Congress will regret its insults and accusations. Besides, it's high time that someone did something to bring an end to this stupid war. I'd best get along to Major Andre. Too late to turn back now, even if I so desired.
Jet.
Yes, sir?
Stand by to refocus back aboard the vulture.
Yes, sir.
Almost dawn and still no message from Arnold. Could he have decided not to go through with it?
Yes? It's about an hour before dawn, Major Andre. Anderson, and still no word.
Incredible.
Perhaps.
Perhaps? What do you mean?
Have you considered the possibility that this whole affair is a hoax, a trap?
Are you serious?
I'd hardly be joking at this hour of the morning. Consider Benedict Arnold's past record. At the Battle of Lexington, he armed a body of volunteers out of his own pocket. He fought against us in Quebec. And the naval battle he fought against us on Lake Champlain with ships built from his own funds prevented our invasion of the United States from Canada. Not only that, in 77 he scattered Saint Leger's army in a panic and he routed Burgoyne, receiving little more for his pains than a shattered leg. This is hardly the stuff from which traitors are made.
No, but Arnold has suffered heavy losses and public disgrace at the hands of the Continental Congress. Now he seeks revenge.
Vulture ahoy! Who are you? Where are you bound? Miss the name?
From King's Wharf. Up alongside.
This must be the messenger from Arnold.
Wait in, I'll find out. What's going on here?
Are you Captain Sutherland?
Yes?
Well, my name is Smith. I was told to contact you and give you this letter.
It appears to be in order. Come with me, Mr. Smith.
Come in.
Mr. Smith, Mr. Anderson.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Mr. Smith brings a message from General Arnold requesting a meeting ashore.
On shore?
We'd best make haste, gentlemen.
Very well, you'd better ready your boat.
Yes, sir.
Major, do you realize you'll be in enemy territory?
I am prepared to take my chances.
Whatever happens, accept no papers from General Arnold and affect no disguise. Otherwise, if you're caught, you'll be hanged as a spy.
I am aware of the risk.
Conclude your business as quickly as possible and get back to the Vulture. We must be away from here before dawn.
I know.
Good luck, Major.
Thank you. Jet, stand by to refocus to Benedict Arnold on the North Shore.
Yes, sir. There he is.
Soon this war will be over, and I will have ended it with one blow. Both sides will thank me with honors and gratitude for having replaced suffering and bloodshed with peace and prosperity. Hold. Who goes there?
Smith and Anderson.
General Benedict Arnold?
You're late.
Better late than never, General. The guns of your fort were trained on the river, so I cautioned your men to row me across in utmost silence.
Good. We'd best conclude our business as quickly as possible.
Agreed. I should not like to be caught behind the American line.
Smith, you'd best stay with the boatmen to be certain that they don't row off.
But they wouldn't leave without...
Very well.
You mean you don't trust him?
You can't be too cautious. The less he knows, the better. Now, did you bring the money?
Yes, but first, what is your plan?
Briefly this. General Washington plans to move his army to King's Bridge. The French troops are on Long Island, both ready to attack New York. At that time, the British fleet should sail up the Hudson.
At ease, Star Cadets! Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour will be back in a moment! Stand by for action, Star Cadets! We now return to Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour!
I will surrender the key fort of West Point without resistance. The New England colonies will then be severed from the rest. The attack on New York will fail, and with it, the whole American cause.
That's great.
You best make haste, gentlemen. Dawn is breaking.
Now, here is the plan of the fort, with all the gun emplacements, the location and quantity of supplies, as well as strategic and tactical information.
Good. And here is your payment. Now, if you'll excuse me, General, I must get back to the Vulture at once.
Of course. Smith?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Anderson is ready to go back to his ship.
It's high time.
I'll not be here when he comes back, or when you come back, but you'll dismiss the boatman, then ride post-haste.
The ship. It's been discovered.
No.
The guns of the fort are firing on us. Smith, dismiss the boatman at once. Hurry.
Yes, but I must return to the Vulture at once.
You can't return now.
But I must.
Too late, Major. Already the Vulture is moving down the river.
I knew this might happen. I should never have come on shore. Now I'm stranded behind enemy lines.
Now, don't worry, Major. No harm will come to you. I'll see that you get back safely.
But how?
The boatmen are on the way up the river.
Good. Smith, give your coat to Mr. Anderson.
My coat? But just what are you proposing, Arnold?
With a proper disguise and a good horse, you can easily make your way back to New York overland.
But if I'm caught wearing a disguise, I'd be hanged as a spy.
You won't be caught. I'll give you a pass that will satisfy all sentries. Give him your coat, Smith, and we'd best make haste. Off with your jacket.
I don't like this, Arnold. This isn't the way it was planned.
Now, stop worrying. You'll be all right. In a few hours, you'll be safe in New York.
I wonder.
Smith?
Yes.
You will accompany Mr. Anderson to neutral ground.
Very well.
Ready the horses?
Yes.
I don't like this at all, Arnold. This is exactly what a spy would do.
No one will suspect a thing, Major. Now, here is your pass in case anyone stops you.
But what if I'm searched? I still have the papers and plans of the fort.
Hide them someplace on your person. In your boot. And stop worrying. With my name on that pass, you'll not be searched. Deeds like this cannot be accomplished without some sort of risk.
But the risk seems to be all mine.
No, Major. If you should be discovered, my fate would be the same as yours. But your apprehensions are needless. No sentry will question the validity of that pass. So you'd better leave at once. Our mission has been accomplished.
Yes, providing I regain my own lines.
See that he gets back to the safety of his own lines, Smith. Very well. And may our stupid Continental Congress choke on the dust of your horse's hooves. West Point will soon be in the hands of the British. Nothing can save the revolution now.
Captain, Major Andre is getting away with the plans of West Point.
Don't worry, Jet. If I remember my history correctly, Major Andre will be captured on the old post road near Cherrytown. Stand by to move the time machine ahead 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
Ready, Jet?
Ready, sir.
Stand by. Activate the cycle reactor. Good. Plate current up 7.9. Increase field output 6.35. Hold it. Steady. Cut cycle reactor and lock it. Stand by to activate the view screen. There's the old post road. Now, if our settings are correct, Andre and Smith will be coming along here in just a few seconds.
But, Captain, if Andre gets this far, who's going to stop him? This is neutral ground between the lines. There are no American sentries here.
You're right. Wait a minute. There they are. Refocus to a close-up.
What's wrong? We've passed safely through the American sentries, Mr. Anderson. You're now on neutral ground. You'd have no difficulty finding your own lines from here.
But I don't even know the way.
Just follow this road to White Plains. It's held by the British.
But did not General Arnold say you were to conduct me to my own lines?
Mr. Anderson, I may be in sympathy with your British, but I live in the colonies. I do not intend to risk my neck further. Besides, you've only 12 miles to go on neutral ground. You're good as home. I shall report to the General that you have passed through. Good luck, sir.
12 miles to safety. But then Smith may be right. What harm could befall me on neutral ground?
Captain, I thought you said he was captured. He's getting through.
Stand by to refocus ahead.
He's still going, Captain.
I know. Refocus farther down the road.
Holding! Over here. There's a well-dressed horseman coming up the valley. I just seen him from the top of the hill.
Good. I hope he's got a fat pocket behind him.
And a good horse and saddle.
Captain, who are those two?
Apparently they're freebooters, Jet, making a living by robbing people who pass between the lines.
Will they discover that Andre's a spy?
We'll soon find out.
Hold! Hold! Dismount.
Gentlemen, you're obviously not American sentries. What is the meaning of this?
We ask the questions. Get down.
Could it be that you are British?
Could be. Why?
Because I am a British officer. I've been up country on important business. I must not be detained. Look, my gold watch to prove my statement.
Oh, you're a British officer, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So happens we're Americans. Now get off that horse.
Of course. I must commend you, gentlemen, on your patriotism. One must say anything to get along nowadays. Here's my pass from General Arnold. And you'd best let me by, or the General will be very unhappy about it. I'm on important business for the General.
Maybe we'd better let him go. We've had enough trouble without General Arnold on our necks. Yeah, maybe you're right. His pass looks genuine, all right. But you still sound like a Britisher to me. You know, we could get a big reward if he's a spy with the pass.
Yeah. Gentlemen, unless you wish to incur the displeasure of General Arnold, you'd best let me go at once.
I hope you won't be offended, sir. But we got to search you.
You're making a grave mistake.
Just doing our duty.
$80 continental money.
Yeah. His name is John Anderson.
There's nothing else on him. Maybe we made a mistake.
Yeah, maybe we have. I hope you'll forgive us, sir. Just doing our duty. The pass looks genuine, all right. Here, you can have your watch back.
You may keep the watch.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Captain, they're going to let him go.
Stand by, activate the neutralization chamber. Hurry! Throw a switch, Jet.
Spectral wave credentials are opening. Turbo activity is increasing. Voltage is building up. Spark gaps are closing. He's transforming to electrical impulses and beginning to dematerialize. There he goes. He's gone.
I hope we haven't detained you too long, sir. No hard feelings.
That's all right. Good day, gentlemen.
Stop that man. Just a minute, Paulding. This man is a British spy.
Who are you? Where'd you come from?
You better take him to the nearest American outpost at once.
Appears to me if anybody's a spy around here, it's you.
Now listen to me. This man is heading for the British lines with secret American documents and a diagram of the fortress of West Point.
Don't be ridiculous. Take your hands off me. Look, if anybody's a spy around here, I think it was you for stopping Mr. Anderson from getting to his destination. Now, I'll handle the list my own way. Okay, Mr. Anderson, he won't stop you now.
Thank you. And as for you, my friend, I'm glad I'm not in your boots.
Boots! You didn't search his boots!
We've done enough searching.
Now, take off those boots or I'll take them off.
You wouldn't dare.
Remove those boots, I said, or I'll remove them for you.
You wouldn't dare.
No?
Now, take your hands off me. Let go. Get off me. Let go, I say. Stop that immediately. Stop or I'll shoot.
Wait, look. There's the diagram of the fortress of West Point.
Great Scott, you're right. Maybe he is a spy.
And these other papers will prove it.
Look, I'll give you 100 guineas each if you'll let me go. My horse, bridle, saddle, and all. 1,000 guineas.
There ain't that much money in the world. Put your boot on, Major Andre. I caught myself a spy.
Okay, Jet. Take me back.
I'll give you 10,000 guineas if you'll let me go.
10,000 guineas? There ain't that much money in the world. Besides, I think I get more money for turning you in than for letting you go. I'd still like to know how you got that pass signed by General Arnold. Go on.
Golly, then if it hadn't been for those freebooters, Major Adler would have gotten through to his own lines.
That's right, Jet.
Then was Benedict Arnold caught too?
No. When Benedict Arnold heard of the capture of Major Andre, he escaped to the Vulture and got away.
You mean he got off scot-free after betraying his country?
Not exactly, Jet. Most of the British detested the traitor just as much as the Americans. Benedict Arnold died at the age of 60, a broken, unhappy man, realizing that his crime against the country he first tried to save was a most colossal blunder.
Great job, Star Cadets! The captain will debrief you in a moment when Captain Paxar's Star Cadet Hour returns.
Mission accomplished, Star Cadets. You've all served with valor and honor. Flash Gordon, Captain Zero, and I, Captain Paxar of the Interdimensional Peace Force, salute you. You may now stand down until we meet again at the appointed time coordinates, when we will again undertake a daring mission through time, space, and alternate dimensions. Until then, Star Cadets, always remember, keep the peace.